All right, so here we go. Our first actual video lesson, real video lesson, not that practice one. All right, so we have to talk about these three new vocabulary words for the day: segment, addition, postulate, segment, bisector, midpoint of a segment. All right, knowing these, basically what's going to happen, you know the definition. It's going to tell you how to set up an equation just by knowing these definitions. So our first one, segment, addition, postulate. What is that? Well, given 2 points, A and C, a third point B lies on the line segment if and only if AB plus BC equals AC. All right, so what does this mean? Well, this means, in the box under that, if I get a line segment right here, and I call that AB, this line segment plus this line segment, which I'll call BC, will equal this whole thing, AC. So basically you're taking two pieces, adding it together. It's what you've done in math before. It's saying like if AB was the length of 2, add it to the length of BC, which say is 5, it's going to equal the whole thing. 2 plus 5 would be the whole length, 7. Okay? All right, so our next definition, known as a segment bisector. Bisector is going to be a great word for the year, so this is definitely something you got to get down right now. Segment bisector is a line, ray, or segment that divides a line segment into 2 equal parts. So basically what this means is you have a segment right here. Here's my segment. I'm going to call this segment X, Y. And what's going to happen is something, either a line, ray, or segment, is going to cut this perfectly in half. I'll call this a Z. So now what happens is that XZ, that's a Z, come on, equals Z, Y. That's what this means. So that segment I drew cuts the other one perfectly in half. All right, last definition. Midpoint of a segment. Well, what does this mean? A point on a line. So it's a point on a line segment that divides it into 2 equal segments. So it's doing the same thing as a segment bisector. Also, the halfway point of a line segment. So this actually does the same exact thing as a segment bisector. So if I draw a little picture, I got E here, F here. I'm going to pick a point right in the middle, call that M for midpoint. And what this means, because I'm writing a few things here, don't want to take too much space, EM is equal to MF. Also, 2 times EM is going to equal EF. That's another fact about it. Okay? So now let's do 3 examples. All right? So basically what's going to happen, you're going to be looking for these keywords. You're going to be looking for midpoint or bisects, and it's really going to help you solve these problems. Okay. So first one, if E is between A and G, okay, drawing a picture will really help a lot this year. So I got A, I got G, and here's E. I know it's not the best picture, but that's all right. Doesn't have to be perfect. I know that AE, so this length is 3x minus 1. E to G is 1/2 times 16x plus 22. And then I also know the whole thing, so I'll just highlight that or underline it. So my whole thing, 76. So what I notice here is I have AE, that's a part. EG is a part. If I add my two parts together, it's going to equal the whole. And what's the whole? Oh, that's 76. Huh, okay. So what that means is my first part, AE, 3x minus 1, plus my other part, 1/2. Oh, sorry, notice a mistake up here. 1/2 16x plus 22. So one part plus another part equals my whole. So now I have 3x minus 1 will equal 1/2 of 16x plus 22 equals 76. So 3x minus 1 plus 1/2 of 16x plus 22 will equal 76. And now I go ahead and solve this. Your task is to solve this problem right now. So go ahead and start solving it. I'm going to solve it too, but I'm probably going to skip some steps just because I don't have too much space here. So first I do a 1/2 times 16x and 1/2 times 22. So I would get, I can type it out actually. So I can get 3x minus 1 plus 8x plus 11 equals 76. Next, I combine like terms. So 3x and 8x is 11x plus 10 equals 76. I get 11x equals 66. X equals 6. And what do I want though? Ooh, I want to find the length of AE and EG. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to take this 6 here. I'm going to substitute that in for this one. And I'm going to take it substitute in for here. So I do, all right, 3 times 6, 18 minus 1. I got 17 for AE. And then I do 1/2 in parentheses. So 16 times 6 plus 22 times 1/2. We'll get 59. Another way to get that 59 is you could actually do 76 minus 17. All right, next one. I got TV. Bisects XY. So here's TV. This is XY. They bisect at R. I know my pictures are not perfect, so I don't expect yours to be. I got XR is 12x minus 22. RY is 3x minus 4. All right, so I think to myself, what does that word bisects mean? I look above to my definitions, and it says a line, ray, or segment that divides a line segment into two equal parts. So XR and RY are equal. So what does that mean? Oh, I do 12x minus 22 equals 3x minus 4. Then I solve. So let's see. So I start to solve, add 3, subtract 3 over 3x, 9x, add 22 equals 18, divided by 9, x is 2. All right, let's see. Oh, we want to find xy. So again, same thing. I'm going to say, all right, come here, 2. You're going to go in for that up there. So I'm going to do 3 times 2 minus 4 to get ry is 2. But that's not xy. I can times this by 2 to get the full length, though, to be 4. Why can I do that? Because both of these segments are the same length. So ry is 2. I can multiply that by 2 to get the full length. All right. So as I see, I only have 30 seconds left. All right. So we are going to, when we come into class, we are going to do number 3 as a warm-up. Your task for the rest of your assignment is to do 4 and 5. So on your homework, you're doing 4 and 5. All right. See you tomorrow.